I am Thomas Cromwell.
Hello, I am Thomas Kramer.
And we have been ordered here today to make a tier list of all King Henry VIII's property. Take it away, Thomas.
Alright. First off, we've got Pope Clement VII. Henry was married to Catherine, but he wanted a new wife. But the Pope wouldn't let him, so F tier. Second up, we have Pope Paul III. We'll get to what he did later, but all you need to know right now is he was excommunicated by Henry, so he's an F. Third, we have the Church of England. This is Henry's church, and he founded it. It made him the leader of both the government and the religion. And also, I'm in charge of it. So it's up here as the S tier. Fourthly, we have Louis XII. Henry went and fought him and created a large army to defeat him. He fought well, but alas, he was beaten. So he's D tier. And lastly, myself. I am the head of the English church, but I'm a B tier because I'm doing a little humble today.
And next, we are going to talk about the government and me, Thomas Cromwell. I helped form the government and plan out the bureaus. I belong in A tier. Next, we have the Privy Court. The Privy Court was a middle-class advisory board that took the nobles out of Henry's ear. This belongs in B tier. Next up, we have the conciliar courts. These were various different courts that gave him tons of judicial power over every part of the nation. This is C tier. Not that absolute, because it took some power. Next, we have the Fields of the Cloth of Gold. This right here showed our military power, as well as took land territory, which gave us plenty of money. This is B tier. Anything that shows England's power. The Court of the Star Chamber. This controlled the nobles and gave them more legislative power. This belongs in S tier. And lastly, King Henry VIII. Honestly, the most absolute person I would know. He was a great leader, and he unified a lot of England in lots of ways right underneath him. I'd say this deserves S tier.
Cromwell, you started the tier list without me?
Yeah, you ordered us.
And you only ranked me as S? I've never seen such disrespect in my life. Why, it's treason. Someone grab that man!
No! Don't do this! I'm not treasonous. I was just trying to make it more absolute. Don't do this! You don't need to do this! Stop! Don't do this!
This stuff's pretty good. Alright then. Looks like my advisor Cromwell really lost his head. F! Thank you, musical peasant. I put you as an A, but you're not a real person. Well, enough of that. It's time to get on with the rest of our tier list. Starting with me. Peasant, I need a stepping stool. Shoot, away with you. He thinks I'm only an S tier. Well, I'll show him I'm far better than S. I'm S++. And that's a fact. Peasant, I need for you to remove this stool. It's blocking my space. It's ruining the whole feng shui of the building. My first wife, Catherine of Aragon. She was a disappointment. Gave me nothing but lady babies. My least favorite baby. That makes her a C. Oh, and my second wife, Anne Boleyn. I had to get in trouble with the popes in order to get with this one. Unfortunately, I accused her of adultery and then I killed her. So she belongs right with the popes at F, because she's awful. My second wife actually reminds me of something. Let me grab it for you. You see, my first wife, in 1536, I had a jousting match. And I was knocked off my horse and reopened an old wound, and my whole life just went downhill after that. My first wife, she went into shock and miscarried my child. Disrespect. The accident is firmly F-. It was terrible. My life was ruined in that accident. I got diseases from it. Can you believe that? Anyways, my third wife, Jane Seymour, she was my favorite wife. She gave me a son and then had the blessing to die immediately. That makes her a B. Great wife. Would recommend again. Now, let's talk about diseases for a second. I've had all sorts of bad diseases. My doctor said I had scurvy, but I don't like lemons, so I'm just not going to pay attention to that. That's an E. Pretty bad. Oh, my fourth wife, Anne of Cleves. Doesn't she look beautiful? I wish she was this beautiful. She catfished me. Awful. What a horrible thing to do to a king. How could she? D. I divorced her. Oh, here's my next wife. This is another Catherine. Catherine Howard. She was my 5th. She ran off with another man, so I had her executed for a disrespect. Oh, and let's talk for a second about one of my pride and joys, the Mary Rose. This was a ship, a flagship of my military. It really showed off the power of England's militaristic might. Might that was fostered by me, I might add. Unfortunately, they brought it into the harbor and it sunk immediately. So, great ship got destroyed. Oh, and here's one of the last things on my list. I'm actually married to her right now. This is my wife, Catherine Parr. She's my 6th wife, and I thought I would rank it. I thought I would rank.